Okay, welcome back then. And we're looking at a year of the Tinubu stewardship. Tinubu stewardship in his position as the president of Nigeria. It's been a challenging year, as it has been for many countries and many governments all over the world. Our reviewer from our Abuja studio is Otumba Segun Showunmi, political affairs analyst and PDP stakeholder. Thank you very much, Segun, for being on the program. Now, while we were away, the chairman of Because of Our Tomorrow, in short known as BOOT political party, Sunny Adenuga, has called in from the UK. Good morning, Sunny.
Hello, Yori, and good morning to Otumba Showunmi. Thanks so much. Now, 1 year, of course, like many callers have actually said, many people are not happy. However, I've always encouraged and advocated that the path we are in now as a nation, it gives some sense of cautionary hope. I'll put it that way. But I'm going to be focused on PDP here, in addition to what Otumba has said. And I hope they won't see this as a criticism. The PDP is the leader of opposition in Nigeria. And they seem to many people, they're a party of hindsight. Otumba Showunmi, I love the way he speaks, and he says a lot of great things. But I think we should move beyond. I think PDP should move beyond being a party that only come to talk about issues when government have said it. At this level, we should be able to be having white papers on government actions or even before it happens. Not PDP coming to tell us things after it has already happened. And I'll give you a very good example. During the general election, neither PDP said this is how they're going to go about removing subsidy. I was a presidential candidate. I gave details about I'm going to remove subsidy if I was voted as president, and I will put in place things that a graceful reduction, a graceful withdrawal of subsidy. And that showed thought about subsidy removal. I didn't see that about PDP or some of the people. Now, it's not, I'm sorry, it sounds criticism, but not a criticism. All we just want to see is that let PDP take that leadership. The way it's done in any global world, where you present a white paper, people look at it. It's not just about talking about it when a government policy is going on and it's probably not going the way everybody wants it. I will leave it at that. And I wish Nigerians well. I wish President Tinubu well. And I wish all of us very well. Thank you so much, brother.
Okay, then. Thank you very much. Segun Showunmi, over to you. Have we lost connection or something? Segun, can you hear me? We seem to have momentarily lost our connection. Elder David in Alimosho, in the meantime. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for calling in.
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much, Yori.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. God will bless you. Thank you. The stewardship for 1 year. Yeah, we thank God. Tinubu inherit problem he comes to solve. And he has taken responsibility to solve this problem. What I always say, Nigerians should be patient. It's not because of the problem. All these problems started many years ago. And Nigerians should thank God that we have a president that is a listening president. He's a president that believes in true democracy. It is the first time we have seen a president that has not even spent even up to 1 year. The minister have not spent up to 1 year. They were sworn around July. If you look at their records, and all these projects you are seeing today, all those are projects that were inherited right from the past regime of Obasanjo, then Jonathan and others. Then the second Niger bridge, if not APC that have come in 2015, what could have been today? And the people from Southeast should be grateful. They should be happy with what APC have done since 2015. Then you now look at Ibadan Express Road. Is it not the same APC government of Buhari by that time? Then what of Ore? Badagry or stroke, that is stroke, Benin and others. Then what of the airports? What of the railways and others? During this time when the APC come in 2015, the president has just come in. He has laid foundation for every other thing. Who is not suffering? All of us are suffering. Is it the one that caused it?
All right, then.
Problem that was caused by the past government of PDP.
Indeed.
What we are saying that Nigerians should be patient.
Yes.
It will soon be over.
All right.
Within the next 2 years now, you will see what this man will do. All the ministers, I gave them 95%. They are doing very well. May God bless this president. May God bless the poor of Nigeria. May God bless anybody who believes. But anybody who is negative in thinking that they're just to criticize because they failed elections, well, let us see this year, the God will judge accordingly.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Elder. Thank you very much, Elder. I don't know. I sort of believe that we're fortunate on this program in the sense that, we've had commentary that has not been fawning. People are not fawning all over it, but they are saying that, especially by our chief, shall we say, I hear that Otumba Segun is with us back again. Okay. Segun, I hope you can hear us now.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Oh, I wonder if you caught the contribution and the commentary of Mr. Sonny Adenuga, who called in from the UK. Did you catch that?
No, I didn't catch it at all.
Oh, well, by and large, what he had said was that he was wondering if the time is near when he first of all considered that your party, PDP, being the leader of the opposition in Nigeria, perhaps white papers, as opposed to apparently he's looking at how it is done in other places. Is that a possibility for white papers to be released by parties such as yours, opposition parties, and as opposed to coming on every time we invite you and your colleagues to come and give us your assessment? That as things are happening.
Thank you very much. The truth of the matter is that we hold the view that the APC of even Bola Tinubu, they're running our own manifesto and our policy. Because we are a right of center party, pro-business, pro-this, pro-that. They are supposed to be a left of center party, pro-people, big tending towards welfareism and socialism. But they have left that and they are now right down in the middle running we dropped our manifesto before theirs and they copied a lot and just tried to rejig, which is okay. I guess that maybe the entire world has moved away from strong ideological left and strong ideological right, and everybody is now in the center. And therefore, even as it is, our contributions to them is not that bad. I know that occasionally, even for me as an opposition element, sometimes I say, hold on guys, you are criticizing too quickly without even giving them the benefit of even yourself understanding what they're doing. And of course, those who have been doing it have been getting the rebuttal. And of course, we know our rivals on the other side who see no good in anything. They just jump onto everything and get angry, eating up the policy unnecessarily. But that's not me. They can do that in their names and in their personal capacity. My name is Segun Showunmi Otumba, and the views I hold are purely mine and very strong. Now, I'm saying let's continue on the assessment.
Yes.
We can, a 25-year-old democratic experiment, which is Nigeria, 1999 to date, that's like a quarter of a century. This is not the time for us to be just saying, they are not good. No. Because we've done enough of that. That was what we did with Obasanjo. That was what we did with Yar'Adua. That was what we did with Jonathan. That was what we did with Buhari. And we can't be doing that for after 25 years. We have to be looking at, okay, now that we're here, what can we do to strengthen it? What can we add? What can we suggest? In any case, by choosing democracy that is termed, we already know that they have 4 years. If you like, scream and jump on top of yourself from morning till night, you're not going to get an opportunity of another election until another maybe 3 years' time. And so we need to now begin to make sure that this democracy does not become a burden for the citizen. It cannot be a waste. And for it not to be a waste, we need to encourage whoever is in charge to get some job done. I'll tell you for free, I've been monitoring the space. I can't see APC governors commissioning projects. Oyo is doing. Even the rivers with all the challenges they're doing. Akwa Ibom is doing, Adamawa is doing, Zamfara is doing. Almost every PDP governor is commissioning project. That's how to make sure that you rack up the benefit of this democracy. What are the ones in APC doing? They're just simply hanging on to whatever the president is doing or not doing and claiming that because they are in his party, nothing else is going to happen everywhere. They're state governors. That's why I started by saying, yes, we can criticize the president all we like. But until we understand that the bulk of our people reside in local government and under the management of states. And I don't know how to, that's why I told you that imagine the presidency going to the Supreme Court to sue governors. Even the thought of that alone tells you how desperate they too are to make sure that the system works. It ought not to be so.
Okay.
It is an anathema to federalism. Normally, the federal government does its policy, implements its policy, give the state what is theirs, give local government what is theirs, and then leave them to do their work. But it's also making sure that what can we do extra. So basically, I'm beginning to think that we're beginning to run our own Nigerian model of governance. And I'm now saying that, okay, President Tinubu, 1 year is gone, all the excuses, you have told us with your own mouth that we are out of the woods, at least in terms of managing the economy and money trickling in and in resource. You have taxed people a lot, so let's just say you have the monies coming in. And I'm saying that going forward now, you need to start applying the money to make sure that you can solve the problem of the downtrodden. Our people don't need to be desperate for everything. As beautiful as capitalism is, it leaves people behind.
I hear you, Segun. Sorry to interrupt. Let me bring in Chidi. Chidi in Kapanchan. Good morning, Chidi.
Good morning, Uncle Yoris.
Thank you for calling in, sir.
Good morning, Otumba. Have a very blessed day.
Please go ahead.
With me?
Please go ahead.
Without sounding immodest, the 1 year assessment of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not been that bad. In fact, the policies the president is putting in place is such that it's going to be for a long-term period of benefit to Nigerians. What I will call upon every citizen of Nigeria is for us to be prayerful, dedicate Nigeria to God, know that as Nigerians, we have one thing or the other to contribute towards nation building. And as we do that, over time, the policies that he is putting in place will begin to yield in such a way that successive administrations will be able to leverage on the achievement he is making so far to take Nigeria to a more prosperous and greater height. I want to believe that he also will assess himself, assess his cabinet, and assess those that are working with him to be able to check where changes are necessary and make effective changes that would bring a long-term result. Thank you very much, and God bless Nigeria.
Well, thank you very much, Chidi, for calling in. Otumba, back to you.
Yeah, Yori, let me give you something that would even excite you. Imagine for a second that we just got local governments to work, and we just got governors to be just more supervisory and more intentional about the needs of their own people. And if the federal government is not touching their money and the resources that is good to them, we're good. So that's that. The other thing I want to say to the president, if we are a buyer's market, what I'm saying is that assuming, and which is what we are, we're not manufacturing so much, and we're importing and buying everything from other countries, then you need to skew the argument from allowing the supplier to be king. You need to figure out with your economists how to skew the argument that makes the buyer to be king. In that case, I'm saying that snap out of all this listening to Europe and America and all this, there are funny theories that is not working here, that is not impacting our people, and begin to use the market size of Nigeria as your leveraging authority to say, we're not going to allow this, we're going to allow this, so that you can even reduce the prices. Then you need to be clear. If you are going to be a capitalist economy running free market, you can't do too much of protectionism. Because when you say, oh, the federal government to buy in Nigeria, eat in Nigeria, if you are not producing competitive goods at competitive price, why should anybody do it? In any case, the critical things that I expect him to pay attention to for the mass of everybody is food. And nobody needs to pretend to Nigerians that we eat foreign food more than local food. That can be grown. It can be the charge and the responsibility of local government chairmen to go and make up some acreage of land in their local government for staple food. We need to figure out what we're going to do with education. You can't be having a big population without figuring out what is going to be the niche of that population for competitiveness. Indonesia has done it. Malaysia has done it. India has done it. Nigeria can do it.
All right, then.
Let me how people can have their health covered. And when I'm so sorry, health covered, I'm talking about a situation where they cannot begin to have functional
I have to do it. I have to
health
butt
system
in now and
that
again.
delivers to them.
For instance, calling in from Ifo. So sorry about that, Segun. Anifoshe in Ifo. Good morning to you, sir. Quickly, please.
Yes, I want to appreciate Mr. Showunmi for his opinion and TVC for bringing up opposition and opposition person to talk to us about the affairs of Nigeria. I want to emphasize one thing that is very important, and we should not overlook it. Opposition can play a vital role in the success or on the failure of the government. We need to have very strong, creative, and objective opposition. This way, the government in power will be on their toes. You see, a government in power can do anything and get away with it when the opposition is in disarray. For this reason, we need very creative and objective opposition.
Indeed.
We need better opposition than we have now.
We're on the same page with you.
Hello?
Hello, sir. I was saying that because we're running out of time, we're on the same page with you. In other words, I agree, for whatever that is worth, with what you have just said, sir. In fact, that is part of the reason that we had invited Otumba Segun Showunmi to come on the program, so that we could also hear.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yori. Lastly, please, one thing is that what the performance of this government is now, there is always a big room for improvement.
Indeed. So sorry about rushing you like this, but I've got to hand it back to Segun so that we can close. I'm so sorry about that. But thank you very much, Mr. Anifoshe, calling in from Ifo, I believe. Segun, dying moments of the program now, and really, I'm so sorry I had to interrupt you. You have so much to say. Rounding up on it, please. What I'm getting from you is that it is what it is, where we are now. It's commendable depending on who is speaking, but you are saying there's a heck of a lot more room for improvement, and this is what you're keeping your eye on moving forward.
Well, you know, Yori, I mean, imagine if somebody says he doesn't like the coastal road. It means that those people who are saying they don't like the coastal road, they don't want the coastal road, coming up with all sorts of excuses, they would have been the same people who would not have liked Dubai when it was being created. And so I can never be part of such school of thoughts. Now, in that regard, I get the direction. I also get the fact that, okay, if there's no money in the economy and you over-leverage and you don't have any loan and all that, what can any president do apart from figure out some clever way, including some painful way, to generate income? That's why I said I get that. But now I'm saying that the Nigerian citizens, you and I, we have been in an austerity measure since 1976. Every successive organization tells the Nigerian people, have patience, have patience, have patience. And I'm now saying to him, fine. You, Mr. President Muhammadu Bola Tinubu, you have said we are out of the woods. Please focus more on making sure that anti-corruption is a serious matter. Don't mess about with it. Don't allow EFCC to be doing media trial and be jumping all over the place that they don't know what they're supposed to do. Okay. 2, ensure that the benchmark for measuring performance in the country does not stay at the national. You need to bring it down to the subnational level.
We're going to have to.
Maybe
excellent. Excellent point. I can't thank you. I'm so sorry. I can't thank you enough. But those 2 points, I know there might have been a few more. We've got to leave it there. And I do want to, extend our appreciation to you, Otumba Segun Showunmi, PDP stakeholder and political affairs analyst, for giving us your take on the state of our dear country. Thank you very much, Segun. We're going to have to leave it there. That's our program. Do please join us tomorrow for a fresh edition. I am Yori Folarin. Bye-bye for now.